People think that being a star is about being fabulous, being in the spotlight, having your picture taken all the time and having everyone worship and adore you. Being rich, rich, rich. Having it all. And you know what? They're absolutely right.
Madonna. Truth or dare?
Dare. You got to dare.
Hey everyone, it's Sal here. How you guys doing? So today I am actually here in my never-ending quest to discover everything about the divas that I love and finally take the time to watch the things that I've never seen. I'm here to talk today about Madonna, and most specifically Madonna's 1991 documentary film, Truth or Dare. Now, before we continue on with this video, I really feel like with what we're talking about, we really got to change the lighting in here, or at least the camera setup, so hopefully this makes everything a little more fitting for Truth or Dare. So, guys, I had never seen this movie before. It chronicles Madonna's time on tour for the Blonde Ambition World Tour, which, again, wasn't alive for, and I still have not watched the Blonde Ambition Tour, but I'm going to tell you something about that as soon as I finish talking about this. So I was deciding, I was like, do I watch the tour first, and then do I watch Truth or Dare? And then I was like, you know what? Screw it, I'm gonna watch the Truth or Dare film first. So coincidentally, I got this Blu-ray of it on eBay for like $6. If you want the Blu-ray, it's about that much still on eBay too. There's other sellers that have it. So before I continue, I want to start off by saying that this looks incredible on Blu-ray. The film is filmed, everything that's the documentary is filmed in black and white with severe grain, and then all the concert footage is filmed, you know, in bright, vivid, beautiful color. And I have to say, the footage from the Blonde Ambition Tour that is in this Blu-ray, oh my god, it looked incredible. It looked like it was filmed for a movie. I am really interested confused as to why they never fully released a good, well, they've released, that's what I'm going to talk about later, but the version of the Blonde Ambition Tour that's filmed on here, I would love a full video shot of that, because it's filmed, oh god, it's filmed gorgeously. It's probably the best concert footage I've ever seen filmed. So I wanted to get that out of the way. The film, you know, so I just want to say that. So if you're looking to upgrade your DVD, the Blu-ray is completely worth it. It looked incredible. So guys, what did someone who was not too familiar with, well, I guess I'm familiar with Madonna, but again, this is a very, oh god, this film, it was so interesting. It kept my interest for the complete 2 hours. It's only 2 hours and it felt really, really fast. And I gotta say, I absolutely loved it. I felt like I got a sense of who Madonna was more than I did ever before. So there's no point in me really reviewing the movie. I mean, it came out in 1991. I'm very late to the game, but I just wanted to express my thoughts about it. I wanted to say, first of all, the way it opens, with her talking about how the tour's ending and how she doesn't feel anything because she's already made peace with the tour ending a long time ago. I really admired that statement from her, because I kind of felt that way too about certain things. Like when, say, theoretically, when I ended at college, it wasn't a big shock to me because I already made peace with myself that I was done, you know? So that was really interesting, and let me tell you, this bitch is so fucking funny, because the way, just the way she talks, the way she is pissed off because the ear monitors weren't working and how her things were going out. It was, honestly, you know, the only time where I completely disagreed with her behavior was when it was raining. Because I guess well, not apparently, this actually happened. The start of the Blonde Ambition Tour went to Japan during the rainy season, and I guess every stadium there is outdoors, or arena or whatever, and I guess no one knew that, and so she's pissed it's raining, and she's taking it kind of out on everyone around her, and I'm like, well, they didn't make it rain, sweetie. But other than that, that's the only thing where I was like, I don't really like how you sounded in that moment. But again, it's really interesting to watch everything that goes on behind the scenes. It's not really a making of the Blonde Ambition Tour. It's just like chronicling everything that happened during it. The stuff where the police threatened to arrest her, she does the like a virgin, you know, that was so cool, because I mean, who today could do that and be like, you know, if there's anything I learned from this movie, is that it makes me hate my generation even more, because I feel like, what was I watching the other day? I was watching TikTok videos, and it was like, what your music taste says about you, gay edition. And Madonna came up, and the person was like, you're probably 60 years old. And I was like, well, first of all, everyone else you listed on there has none of the talent compared to what Madonna has, friend. And just learning so much about her in this Blu-ray. It's really interesting, the stuff in it. The Antonio Banderas scandal, where she's trying to win him over while he has a wife. Just, there's so many cool things, and, you know, this film, I'm mad at myself that I have not watched it before, because it was so entertaining and so much fun, and I don't think there's anything I can say about it that hasn't already been said, but it was just interesting, especially for, you know, being a gay man in 2020, to look at footage from the early 90s and see a pride parade from the 90s, which looks nothing like the pride parades of today, or the fact that one of the dancers was blatantly homophobic. I'll give him a little leeway, because I'm hoping that now he is not homophobic. I hope he learned. But again, it's interesting seeing that point of view from the early 90s, and I never really had seen that before. I guess maybe I should watch more documentaries, but I got a lot of things to do, per se. So, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I could say about this film. It was just so... To witness Madonna, I guess technically this is her peak of... the peak of her career, and it's just... It's incredible. It is so incredible to watch her be the head honcho of the pop world, which... and technically she still is. I mean, whether my generation wants to admit it or not, she'll always be better than anyone that comes out anytime, any day, anywhere. But, again, there's not really much I can say, but I just want to say that I wholeheartedly enjoyed this movie. And for all of my fans out there who are watching, if there's one thing I hope you take from my channel, is that if you are not really into Madonna, I really recommend watching this movie. I wish before I had known anything about Madonna, I had watched this, because I love this bitch even more than I ever thought I could. And, again, it's just watch it. I think that it's important to watch, and yeah, that's kind of my review of it. Again, not really in depth, but again, you could do anything like that. I learned a lot about this because after I watched it last night, I listened to the episode of the Immaculate podcast. Shout out to Steven and Justin, you guys, because I needed to know everything about it before it. And again, I learned a lot of interesting things about this tour because of them after I watched it. And, you know, if you guys want to learn everything you can possibly learn about Madonna, oh my god, I cannot recommend their podcast enough. And this comes from a guy who does not really enjoy podcasts. Like, they're not really they're not my thing. The most amazing podcast I've ever listened to was the Immaculate podcast. And so thank you guys for all the information that you gave me on this to watch after this too. I don't feel the need to repeat it because you guys have said it better than I could ever say it. But just know, from a young person who's never seen it before, I loved it. And I want to watch it again. And I hope that I do sometime soon. I'd love to watch it with a friend. So we'll do that. So then here is my question for all of you Madonna fans out there. Because there's many different film versions of the Blonde Ambition tour. Which one do I watch? I just don't know. There's some on YouTube. I'm willing to pay a little bit to see it if there's a good version of a VHS of it. So please, please comment below and tell me which version I need to watch of the Blonde Ambition tour. I could watch both, and I probably will one day, but what's the first one I should watch? Because I need to get the full experience of Truth or Dare. Oh, I should also say, to let everyone know that I'm aware of what I'm talking about, for my international fans on here, just imagine this whole time I've been saying In Bed with Madonna. So, because that's the name of it everywhere else. But, yeah. So, again, go watch it. Go watch it. If you haven't watched it, go see it. You'll regret that you've never seen it before. So, again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Your support means the world to me, and I love it when you guys... There's been so many comments in there lately that just really helped me get more knowledge about my favorite pop stars, and I considered myself very knowledgeable about most of them, but to always get more is great. So, again, please comment, like, and subscribe, and consider following me on Instagram at Salvador J. Rocha. It would honestly mean the world to me. I love talking to everyone. It's incredible. And again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you very, very soon.